Welcome! I'm seriously pumped to guide you through this session today. If you're a focused learner trying to map out your upcoming academic journey through advanced accounting concepts, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're laying out the entire roadmap for Level 3 accounting. We're going to break down exactly what you'll be learning, when you'll be assessed, and most importantly, why these skills are absolutely vital for your future in real-world business contexts. Okay, let's dive right into this. The core objective of this curriculum is actually pretty simple. It builds students' understanding of advanced accounting concepts and their application in real-world business contexts. Now, what this really means for you is that this isn't just about passing some high school exercises or balancing a made-up ledger. No way. It's a direct bridge to actual financial sector skills. You're basically stepping out of the textbook and straight into the boardroom, learning how to handle the exact same financial structures, reporting entities, and decision-making frameworks that real companies rely on every single day.
So, here is our agenda for the year. First, we'll look at why you should choose Level 3 accounting. Second, Term 1, covering partnerships and costing. Third, Term 2, which is all about company financial statements. Fourth, Term 3, analysis and decisions. And finally, your path to tertiary study.
Let's start with Section 1. Why choose Level 3 accounting?
22. That is the magic number of total credits available to you across 5 distinct achievement standards. And honestly, it gives you a really tangible sense of the reward for completing this coursework. But hey, beyond just the numbers on your transcript, these 22 credits represent a comprehensive toolkit. By the end of this journey, you're going to have conquered 5 core pillars of advanced accounting, ranging all the way from job costing to interpreting some seriously complex annual reports. Now, what makes this course structure so fascinating is how the workload is systematically distributed. Check out this timeline. You have assessments in weeks 7 and 11 of Term 1, week 8 of Term 2, and weeks 2 and 6 of Term 3. The course treats the school year much like a real business cycle. You aren't just cramming everything into one final stressful month. Instead, you're continuously building, reporting, and analyzing quarter by quarter exactly the way a real, functioning business operates.
Moving into Section 2. Term 1, focusing on partnerships and costing.
Term 1 kicks off with 2 major milestones. First up is AS 91405, where you'll get to demonstrate your understanding of accounting for partnerships, and that's worth 4 credits right around week 7. Then you'll jump over to AS 91409, dealing with a job cost subsystem, which is also worth 4 credits around week 11. The really great thing to notice here is that both of these are internal in-class assessments. This means you have a golden opportunity to secure a combined 8 credits early in the year, all from the relative safety of your own classroom.
Let's briefly zoom in on that second standard for a second, the job cost subsystem. The definition we have here outlines it as an accounting framework used to demonstrate understanding of specific job costs for an entity. So why does this matter? Well, think about the real world. If a custom manufacturer or a high-end consulting firm doesn't know exactly how much a specific job costs them in materials, labor, and overhead, they literally cannot price it correctly. And if they can't price it correctly, they can't survive. This standard shows you how to practically track those real-world business operations and ultimately ensure profitability.
I also want to clarify the different modes of assessment you're going to encounter. We're looking at internal, in-class assessments versus external practice examinations. Term 1 focuses strictly on internal work, meaning your teacher assesses your skills directly based on your coursework. This is a fantastic setup because it allows you to build your foundational skills and bank those credits before you ever have to face the ticking clock and pressure of external, exam-style conditions later on.
All right, Section 3, Term 2, which is all about company financial statements.
Your Term 2 schedule is pretty much dominated by one major standard, and that's AS 91406. This is all about demonstrating your understanding of company financial statement preparation. It's a heavy-hitting 5-credit external standard, and you're going to face a practice examination for it right around week 8.
So the crucial point to take away here is that Term 2 relies entirely on your ability to accurately synthesize massive amounts of data into formal, compliant financial statements. When it says preparation is key, it means exactly that. You're learning to prepare the very documents, things like income statements and balance sheets, that shareholders, investors, and banks use to analyze company performance. Mastering this 5-credit standard is huge. It proves without a doubt that you can handle macro-level financial reporting. Moving right along to Section 4. Term 3, focusing on analysis and decisions.
Now, in Term 3, you're going to tackle 2 really contrasting assessments. Early in the term, around week 2, you have AS 91407. This is a massive 5-credit internal assignment where you write a report interpreting the annual report of a New Zealand entity. Then, by week 6, you pivot back to an external focus with AS 91408. That one is a 4-credit practice exam focused exclusively on using management accounting to inform decision-making.
And this brilliantly illustrates the practical nature of the course, especially when we look at the steps for that internal AS 947 assessment. Step 1, you actually go out and select a genuine New Zealand reporting entity. Step 2, you dig deep into their real annual report and interpret what all those complex numbers actually mean. And Step 3, you prepare a final report designed for an external user, maybe like a potential investor. You are literally acting as a real-world financial analyst here, advising stakeholders on the health and prospects of an actual company, all based on the very statements you learned how to prepare back in Term 2.
Finally, Section 5, your path to tertiary study.
Let's see how all of this builds into a pretty incredible launchpad for your future. The skills you're picking up in Level 3 accounting are highly transferable. You aren't just crunching math problems, you're strengthening your analytical thinking and seriously boosting your problem-solving capabilities. You're learning to base critical decisions on hard, undeniable financial data. Ultimately, this provides an excellent, rock-solid foundation for tertiary study in accounting, business, economics, and related fields. It's preparing you directly for lucrative careers in accounting, finance, and commerce.
So we've seen the roadmap. We've seen how these credits are earned, how the curriculum mimics a real business cycle, and how these internal and external assessments build you into a formidable financial analyst. Which leaves us with one final, vital question to close out this deep dive. How will you use these advanced financial skills to drive decision-making and shape the future of business? The tools are all laid out in front of you now. It's totally up to you to pick them up and build something incredible. Thank you so much for joining me for this breakdown, and best of luck with your Level 3 accounting journey.